In this episode, we are going to learn how to handle mouse inputs in Arcade. So first, just go to the documentation and click on the API reference, and again API reference, and here find the window and view, which is here, window and view. Click on this and also click on the window class. And this window, Arcade.window, has the same methods as Pyglet window because it inherits from the Pyglet window. So if you scroll down, you will find all the mouse related functionalities or methods. So here is the first, on mouse drag, also on mouse enter when the mouse enters the window, on mouse leave when the mouse leaves the window, what should happen. Also on mouse motion, we are going to use this. On mouse press and on mouse release, and also we have this on mouse scroll. So let's go back to PyCharm and use some of these. So I have already prepared this scene. We have three circles. I'm just going to show you. We have this green, blue and this outline red circle. And this outline red circle will act as a mouse pointer. So what we are going to do is hide the mouse pointer, the default pointer, and this will move with the mouse and this will act as a mouse pointer. Okay, so here in the code I have just created 6 properties: the green circle X position, Y position, the blue circle XY position, the red circle XY position, and I'm calling here the onDraw method and I'm drawing these 3 circles. Okay, now let's check the first mouse event method, and this is the on mouse press. So as you can see, as I'm typing in PyCharm, it shows all the available mouse methods. So the mouse enter, on mouse leave, on mouse drag, on mouse press, release, motion and scroll. So I'm just going to use this on mouse press. And it takes an XY position of the mouse inside the window, the button, so which button was pressed, the left, the middle or the right, and the modifiers if you want to have, for example, control click or alt click or something like that. And this method should return a boolean or none, although I'm just going to delete the boolean because it will never return a boolean. So here, when we press the mouse, and especially when we press the left mouse button, we're just going to check which mouse button is pressed. So if button equals arcade.mouse button left, so this is a constant, we are going to set the green circle's position to the XY of the mouse click. So green circle X equals X and green circle Y equals Y. And now let's run it. And if I click with the left mouse button, it will move the green circle to the mouse click position. Okay, now let's do this also for the right mouse button, and the right mouse button will move the blue circle. So here, after this if, I'm going to add an elif condition. So if button equals arcade mouse button right, I'm just going to set the blue circle's position to the click position of the mouse. So blue circle X equals X and blue circle Y equals Y. And now if I click with the right mouse button, it moves the blue circle and the left moves the green. Okay, let's make it a little bit more interesting. We are going to add an on mouse motion event. So on underscore mouse underscore motion, and it also takes XY, the DX and the DY, which is the delta X and the delta Y, and it returns none. And in this method, I'm just going to set the red circle's position to the current XY position of the mouse. So red circle X equals X and red circle Y equals Y. And this is only called when we press the mouse, and this is being called when we move the mouse inside the window. And now as you can see, the red circle continuously moves with the mouse pointer. And I'm just also going to hide the default mouse pointer. You can do that here when we create the window. We're just going to call one function, which is the set mouse visible. So window.set mouse visible to false, and this will hide the mouse pointer. So now the red circle acts as a mouse pointer instead of the default mouse pointer. And I'm also going to show you the other mouse events. So this is being called when the mouse enters the window, this is being called when the mouse leaves the window. For now these methods will do nothing, but if you want to have some behavior when the mouse, for example, leaves the window or it enters the window, you can do that behavior here in the onMouseEnter and onMouseLeave. And there are 3 more mouse methods. This is the onMouseDrag. As you can see, it takes also XY, it has a DX and DY, so delta X and delta Y, and the delta X and delta Y is the change since the last time this method was called in the X and Y position. And it also has buttons and the modifiers. I'm just going to give it a pass. And let's take a look on the onMouse release. Of course, this is the opposite of onMouse press. So when you release the mouse button, what should happen? And the last mouse function is onMouse scroll. So what should happen if you scroll with your mouse wheel?